So we've gone back to the olden days, and the king has decided to overrule the public and force us to have digital ID. Well, go on, everybody. Welcome to Don't Get Hit with a Brick. And today we're talking about the digital ID situation. Obviously, a few months ago, the government backpedaled it because it got so much backlash and nobody likes Keir Starmer. But now the king's coronation a few days ago, he basically stepped up and said, yo, you guys have to do digital ID now to make get up to date with the way public deal with public services. But I'm pretty sure originally the reason why they wanted digital ID was to stop illegal workers. But now you've pivoted to say just to modernize the way we interact with public services. So obviously we all know this is a ruse, this is a hoax, this is a pose, this is just a grab for control. But let's just get into the video. Also, as you know, I do music. Since I'm on the page, I might as well just play it and let you guys see what I go on.
Yeah, sip on a liquor with your bushy. When you with someone you love, this is how it should feel. I'm dark, you like, baby, let's keep it real. A little bit of you loving this foreplay. Why you wanna play for? Minor inconveniences, you go and make the major. Girl, I really need your love. Do I need to say more? Like a squirrel, here's my nut, girl. Come and get this. Well, go on, everybody. So, as you know, Trap Love EP is out. It's been out for about a week.
Yep.
Baby girl, I wanna lie to you. I wanna lie with you. No smoke, but I'm getting high with you. If you wanna be with a boss, that's me. Yeah.
There you have it. EP's out right now. The link's in the description below. I'm live on TikTok too. So if you guys ever want to interact with me when I'm doing these videos live, hop onto the TikTok. Right, the link's in the description. But yes, so after nearly 3 million people signed petitions opposing digital ID plans and widespread backlash reportedly pushed the UK government to soften its stance earlier this year, King Charles has now announced in the King's speech the digital ID legislation will still move forward under the government's new agenda. Earlier this year, the UK government faced major backlash after proposing digital identity plans that critics warned could increase surveillance and reduce personal privacy. The proposal sparked widespread concerns across the country, with nearly 3 million people signing petitions opposing the plans and calling for them to be scrapped. Following the public pressure, the government reportedly softened the parts of the proposal and stated that digital ID would not be mandatory. However, King Charles has now confirmed in the King's speech that the digital identity legislation will now move forward as part of government agenda. So this is what it is. This just shows that even 3 million people signing a petition to tell the government that we do not want it, they were going to go behind our backs to the king and make the king do what they want to do towards us. When originally the whole point of a government, it was for us to have a representation of what we wanted so that the king couldn't just do what the hell they wanted. But now people have seemed to have forgotten that because a lot of civil wars and revolutions happen for a lot less. So it is a little bit of a backhand and a regression in our autonomy. So I do have quite a big, it's like a mini documentary I've created for you guys. This is how
the British Empire.
Colonial rule. Hold on, let me just need to find it. The English Civil War explained. Hold on. I should have found this beforehand. Sorry about this. I got a little bit overwhelmed. Okay. British overthrow kings. Because I did find a mad video, but I thought I sent it to myself, but clearly not. I think this one is it. This one is it, you know. Fuck it, let's just go.
Empire was never about spreading civilization. It was a survival strategy for Britain's ruling class. Look at the decadence that they had in medieval Europe. Britain is a small island with limited resources, and they had visions of grandeur. Colonialism was about wealth extraction, racial domination.
This isn't the video.
And military.
Sorry, guys. This is very unprofessional of me. I'm just trying to find it. Can I go to my watched? I can go to activity, right? Activity. Stressed. British Revolution. It was a black guy that was doing it. I can't find a video. British exiling the king. Flip sakes, bro. I'm pissed because, yeah. Oh, well. They did a lot worse anyway, but this is what digital ID is. Why is there no sound?
September of 2025, Keir Starmer, who is their prime minister, announced a mandatory digital ID if you wanted to work in the UK. This pissed everybody off in the UK, like really pissed them off. And by January of 2026, nearly 3 million people had signed a petition, which is like the third or fourth largest petition that's ever been signed in the UK. And because of the vocality of the British and the Irish people, the government had folded. They did a 180 and they said that they were going to walk the digital ID back. Starmer said that the government's digital ID and the app that you have to keep on your phone will now be optional.
Yeah, because
However,
before
the digital verification in order for you to work.
Before it was all mandatory, so we didn't have an option. We needed it, and they would scan everything and just keep an eye on us all the time. And obviously, that's taken away our autonomy and our freedom. So nobody was on it. I signed a petition. I made sure everybody else signed a petition that I know. Oh, I kicked my camera, but it's just one of them things. Whereas they want to push it, and they're going to do everything they can to make it happen.
Is still mandatory. They're just going to have you use private companies instead of going through the government directly. Companies like Yoti and iProve and Post Office Easy ID. But here's what nobody's explaining. When those companies verify you, they have to query a government database. Now, your right to work check will go through the Home Office system. Your driver's license gets verified by DVLA records. And who do you think runs the Home Office system? Well, as of October of 2025, Oracle does.
Oracle.
They signed a $72 million
So Oracle is a private company that is obviously run by one of the politicians or the demon's friends, and basically they're basically all in cahoots.
Computing contract. DVLA also runs on Oracle's infrastructure. In fact, they were just awarded a pretty significant contract for Oracle Premier Support in March of 2025, valued to be around £2.8 million. Or how about your NHS patient records? There's no way Oracle has their paws on that, right? Right? Of course it also...
Driving license, medical records, work. This is digital ID already, because they might just be separate things, but they all link in the same database. So, yeah.
It still runs on Oracle's infrastructure. It's just through a different company called Cerner, which they did acquire in 2022 for £28 billion. That's right. You can't escape it. Oracle is at the center of everything. Oracle, I'm pretty sure, is running the world. So the choice you're getting is which app you want to open, not which company is processing your data. The surveillance state didn't stop at the gates. It just gave you a choice of which front door you want to open to the same building. And Oracle built the building.
Madness. But here's the King's speech anyway.
My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services. My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services.
So that's it. The King has spoken. He said, we're doing it regardless of what you want, whether you like it or not. But I really wanted to find the video of of the person that was explaining how we overthrew the king, because it was such a good in-depth video and it made so much sense. I'm just going to see if I can quickly find it. Give me 2 seconds. I'm in the wrong account. Fuck's sakes. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And then, no, not in there. So let's just quickly find it. Sorry about this, guys, man. Oh, Civil War, I think it is. Civil War. I'm so sorry about this, guys. I'm usually so much more on the ball. It took me ages to find it as well. Oh, here! I found it! Yes! Yes, 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 I found it. I found it. Cool. So if I just go into my TikTok repost. So sorry about that, guys. That's so bad. Repost. There we
I'm
go.
gonna keep it real with you, Charles the First. We don't like you. Okay. I don't really give a shit. First of all, we mostly Protestant over here. And you married to a Catholic. What's up with that? She bad too, huh? French. You know how I get down. Yeah, we don't like the French either. I mean, that just sounds like a personal problem. Look, your military operations in Spain have been a disaster. You refused to help our Protestant brothers in the 30 Years' War in Europe. And now you're trying to raise taxes on the people without the consent of Parliament?
See? Without the consent. So Parliament was always our vocal piece, so the king couldn't do nothing madness. But now the Parliament is making the king do what he wants to do. Or the king is sanctioning the Parliament to do the same thing that the king used to do to us by taking away our choice and our options.
Can't do that shit. Yeah, I can. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm the king. You're supposed to be ruling alongside Parliament. No. Divine right of kings. God wanted me to be king even before I was born. So everything I do is an extension of God's will. You can't fuck with that. Look, man, if you don't start getting your shit together, we're gonna have to go about this a different route. Okay, look, I'm hearing you, but ultimately, you guys are gonna have to fuck off. What do you mean? I'm dissolving Parliament. Get out of here. I don't need you. I'm gonna rule by myself. Shoot. Man, what the fuck? Damn it. Probably shouldn't have done that. I can't raise taxes without Parliament. I need money. Hey, City of London, can you spare me some bread? Go fuck yourself, King Charles. Damn it. East Indian Company, care to give a ninja a loan? Nah, bro. You're not good for it. Ah, damn it. Okay, Parliament, come back. I think we can work this out. Nah, we decided to go about this that different route. All right, my fellow roundheads. We are the members of the New Model Army, and we have one goal and one goal only. Defeat that piece of shit King Charles. And yo, man, it's not just the king. We gotta defeat all those royalist bitches rolling with him. Kill them all, man. Kill their fucking pets. Whoa. Calm down.
Bro, this guy, this is how, look, this is just an in-depth, like, it's very in-depth. It's very in-depth. So I'm sorry if it's boring you, but this is just what we used to do, how much we used to actually fight back.
Fight with honor on the battlefield. Nah, fam, fuck that shit, man. Throw salt in their wounds. Bury them alive. Get real medieval with it. It's not even the medieval age anymore. What's up with this guy? All right, King Charles, you have been defeated in battle. Now, you're going to agree to turn England into a constitutional monarchy or else. Constitutional monarchy? What the fuck is that? It basically means Parliament is going to have equal power to you and in some cases more power than you. You're pretty much going to become a figurehead. Wait a minute, what? Nah,
so that's how Parliament is. That's how the monarchy is now. We literally don't actually have. The king and the queen, they couldn't actually make any laws. They had no power. All they did was collect our wealth. So a lot of the taxes and the money that was taken from us would go straight to them. So that was one of their agreements, and they would leave us the fuck alone, right? So they're not even allowed to pass any laws. They're only allowed to look at it and be like, I like this one. I don't like that one. And then that's it, really. That's it. So because Parliament now has decided to say, yo, digital ID is something that we need. We want it sanctioned. Obviously, British is very patriotic. We love our royal family. So now we've forgotten the history of all of the beef that we had with the royal family. And now it's turned into something where they rule us again. So it's just one of them ones. Sorry if my mic was too loud and got distorted and stuff. I got excited.
Agree to this. You lost. Fuck that shit. Fuck, he escaped. Scotland, I need your help. Aren't you that asshole king who started a war with our bishops and tried to force a religion on us? Yes, but that was in the past. It's time to look towards the future. And think about deeper in the past. See, I'm from Scotland too. I'm a Scot just like you. My dad was the king of Scotland before he was even the king of England. You know, James the First. James who? You may know him as James the Sixth. Look, help me invade England and defeat that fuck Oliver Cromwell. And in return, I'll let your religion, Presbyterianism, I'll let that flourish in England. Actually sounds like a pretty good deal. Okay, we'll help your sorry ass out. I have come back to seize the throne that is rightfully mine. Fucker. King Charles, you stand accused of high treason among many other crimes.
This is what Parliament should be having right now. Be getting charged for treason because they're going against everything we've said we wanted and what we stand for.
I plead that none of you have the authority to charge me with jack shit.
I'm the king. You have to obey me. It literally says that in the Bible. Didn't your father help write the Bible we use? Yeah, well, he commissioned it. You know, King James Version. Figures he put something like that in there. Yeah, but we don't give a shit. We find you guilty on all charges, and we sentence you to death.
Bow.
Guillotine hasn't been invented yet, so we're gonna need somebody with some steady hands. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
That's how it went.
We don't like you.
That's how it used to go, family. My old souls, my trap lovers. That's how it used to go. But now we're just getting hit with bricks left, right, and center. But what can we do, man? All we can do is just start to just come together a bit more. But yeah, man, that's been it for today. Don't get hit with a brick. Remember, Trap Love's out. If you guys want to join me when I do this live and interact with me, obviously you can go on my TikTok, follow me on TikTok. The link's in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.